Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Bottom rope, dude. Come on.
Welcome to GSW Global Festival. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Westport, Connecticut, and weighing in at 237 pounds, he is the AirPod God, Richard Holiday!
It's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what a way to end your summer than with a little pro wrestling, a little global festival, and a little GSW. I am AJ Orsini, once again joined by Sam Paterna, and joining us for the first time here, Mr. Paul Crockett. We are live at the House of Independence in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and guys, what better way to kick off two nights than with the most marketable man in the world.
Oh yes, we are going to be breathing in lots and lots of rarefied air here tonight. Top of mind in this match with Holiday versus Will Allday.
Consumers.
No, that's us. We're consumers.
That's great. Consumers are going to need you guys to understand one thing before we get started here tonight. It's that when Richard Holiday is in the building, you're breathing rarefied air.
There it is.
Told you.
Well, you guys are super excited tonight, huh? This is a bunch of consumers that are very, very excited to see professional wrestling tonight. Obviously, right? Are you getting that feeling too? These consumers are fired up. My God, it is hot in here. You guys are so fired up. I've never been around consumers quite like this. In all honesty, though, seriously, are you guys ready for a great night of professional wrestling? Are you guys ready for some of the best professional wrestlers in the world to throw down right here in Asbury Park, New Jersey?
I know I am. I'm ready to go.
If I'm being perfectly honest with you, I really don't care how you're feeling tonight.
Showing his true colors there.
That's so fantastic for you. Guess what? You got Richard, so sit there and shut up, all right? Thank you, pal. Now, for those of you consumers who are following along on social media, you'll know that my opponent, Will Allday, quick little story, I'm sure you have time for this. But I met Will Allday in Texas not too long ago, a few weeks ago. He gave me a hat. Give me a hat as a gift. Said, Richard, I'm so excited to get into the ring with you at GSW. I want you to have this hat. And I took that as a sign of disrespect. A, because the hat is ugly. B, because I don't wear hats. And C, because he was trying to butter me up. He's trying to soften me up. Well, guess what, Will? You can't butter me up. I'm not toast. You can't butter me up, consumers. It's not going to happen. So I'll tell you this, as excited as you guys truly are for pro wrestling tonight, Will Allday is not going to be excited when he understands that when you step foot in the ring with me, what are you breathing, consumers? Air. Oh my God. Education levels, they're very low. You're breathing rarefied air.
Rarefied air. Take it back to Brian.
And his opponent, from Houston, Texas, and weighing in at 180 pounds, he is all damn day Will Allday!
As we begin our broadcast here, Paul, I want to take the time to thank you for joining us here today. You're getting your first taste of GSW here tonight.
It's a pleasure to be here. I cannot wait. I could have done without the diatribe from Richard Holiday to start things off, but that's just Richard being Richard. The one thing I will say about Richard is he can actually back up his talk, so I'm very interested to see how this clash of styles works out tonight.
Absolutely. Will All Day making his GSW debut right here tonight against the most marketable band in the world, Richard Holiday. And Sam, you had an opportunity to talk to Will earlier about his trip here to Asbury Park.
Yes, it's his first time here. He's definitely a long way away from Houston, Texas, his hometown, where he actually trained with Booker T at Reality of Wrestling.
Oh, there you go. And the bell has sounded. We are underway for night one.
I'm sure that they will. Hang on 1 second.
Oh, wait. Richard.
Consumers, it's a very delicate time. I need to take out my AirPods.
He hasn't taken his iPods out yet.
Let's go. Let's see, son.
Don't let him catch you saying iPods. AirPods.
AirPods.
There we
I'm
go.
not up on the new technology. I heard the flips coming back.
What are you smiling at, Hulkamania?
He's going to take, there we go, at his own pace.
I like that shirt.
All right, are we ready to get underway now? Global Festival Night 1, the bell has sounded.
Let's go.
Crowd getting into it. These two do have a small bit of history. You just mentioned earlier Will All Day and Richard Holiday already confronted each other in Texas. This is their first time now in Jersey, in front of a GSW audience. Referee making the count. Oh, look at that. He's not going to take that from Holiday. Listen to this audience. Sam, are you pumped? Are you ready to go?
I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. I want to see. I want to see what Will All Day brings to the table. I've heard a lot of good stuff about him. He's an energetic, dynamic guy down south. Let's see how he fares in the Northeast.
Holiday not going to let the young man shine up on him. This is Holiday's third event. Richard Holiday has been in every GSW event thus far. Had an excellent showing at Inception against Tyson Maddox. Came just a hair away from winning the Dream Openweight Championship in that 4-way at Catalyst. He's looking to go 2-0 in singles competition here with GSW.
Here's the thing about Richard Holiday, right? He doesn't do anything fancy. He doesn't do anything flashy, but just the way he does the basics is what carries him to victory. He's going to look to do that tonight, but just watch for those small things like how he grabs the wrist or how he turns his body as he throws his opponent like that.
Modified version of a hip toss there, showcasing his strength, showcasing his power. He's got the leverage advantage here. He's obviously the bigger of the two. Oh, there it is again. Oh, there's a nice little arm drag there. Go behind by Will All Day. This guy has a motor. He can literally go all day.
Yes, there's that energy that I've heard so much about in my travels to
A
Texas.
lot of fire, a lot of energy, and Will All Day and a
Headlock
nice headlock takeover down, and the crowd appreciates it.
Yeah, and that snap on the takeover, that's not something you see from most competitors, whether it's the training from Booker T or it's just his natural athleticism. The way he pulled that technique is really next level.
Absolutely. This guy is, look at this guy's physique. He's obviously in shape. This guy learned a lot of technique over there in Houston. He uses every ounce that he has in everything that he does, and that's where he gets all of his wins from. Richard Holiday, once again, trying to take a shortcut here. Will right back to it, showing some of that chain wrestling, some of that expertise there. And we're back to the center.
Oh, yes. Holiday tried to pull the hair of All Day, but All Day is very much so staying on Richard Holiday.
Richard Holiday with the fake news on the hair pull. Referee Becky in great position, checking the shoulders. Cradles him over. No, still not down. Great. Great positioning there by Becky. Saw the whole thing. Oh, I thought he was going for a bulldog there. Another headlock takeover.
And like you said earlier, Paul, the facility with which All Day does his moves, it's really impressive. Holiday goes for the pin.
Beautiful bridge by Holiday, putting those shoulders down to Will All Day. Paul, did you expect this much technical wrestling from Will All Day here today?
No, but I mean, he's doing a hybrid style. And forget about any technical wrestling. I mean, Richard Holiday, those are the things he does that makes him so effective, like I talked about earlier, is he's going to do the most simple things.
It
All Day is not.
Just heard Ron there with a drop kick, and now Will All Day picking up the pace here at Global Festival on night 1. We welcome you all. Thank you for joining us here at YouTube live for Global Festival night 1. Will with the momentum. I'll be calling that one a cutter tonight as opposed to the last time we were on the air. I don't want to enrage any of our fans. I'll play it safe.
He almost got him there. To be able to, in midair, take a look up, get your arms up in the exact right spot to get your bicep around the neck to come down with the cutter. And Richard Holiday is so adaptable.
He was able to find his way into a cravat very quickly and then hit that drop. And now Will All Day is seeing stars. And Holiday is in control of this match. He likes to control the pace. He likes to move at his own time. Sometimes his ego will get the best of him, but he is putting on a clinic right now with Will All Day. We've got 7 awesome matches for you guys here tonight. This is our opener. Richard Holiday wants to put himself in title contention, and Will All Day wants to make a great first impression with the GSW audience.
Well, right now he's staggering on his feet, so we need something from Will All Day, and he counters Holiday with a series of chops here.
Will All Day has no problem fighting from underneath. He's got no problem fighting from behind.
You know, Holiday does what he usually does. At some point in the match, he's always got to fight dirty, as we just saw with the I-Rig. Paul, I know that you've had the pleasure of calling quite a few Holiday matches.
Yeah, that's the thing about Richard Holiday that always kind of puzzles me, is that he's so technically proficient in whatever he decides to do. He just has this thing about him, this nasty side of his attitude. Wait, hold on.
No, lateral press.
Yeah, there's a side of him that I don't quite understand why he has to go that route when he really is excellent on his own.
It's a wrestling cliche, but Richard Holiday exudes no wasted motion. He makes everything count.
Yeah, so I don't understand why he has to go to the eyes or the hair. I just don't get it.
I don't know. That's the route that he has chosen. Thus far, though, he's getting it done with shoulders into the rib cage, and there's more of that size and power advantage by Holiday. He's jaw-jacking with the audience. Oh, right into the chest. Can you go all day if you can't breathe? You gotta ask that question. Scoop slam. Another lateral press. People sometimes forget, kicking out exudes energy. Takes air. You take enough bumps to the back or kicks to the chest like he just suffered. That'll wear you down. Crowd getting behind Will. He's firing up. Into a slam. Great counter there by Will. Richard Holiday hooks the leg. Might have had too much torque on that leg hook. Will was able to use his size to kick out of that.
It's times like that where, regardless of his attitude, I am sort of in awe about Richard Holiday with things he can do, because people look at him one way in regards to his style. They kind of say, you know, he's slow, he takes his time, but it is all for a reason.
All for a reason, and as much punishment as Will All Day is taking, let's not forget his autographed super kick. He can hit that super kick out of anywhere, and it only takes one for Will All Day to put you down for the 1, 2, 3. Can't super kick while you're in a body scissors, but keep a lookout. He's hit that super kick in just about any position. And Holiday takes his eye off the ball. We could see an upset here. Nice kick. Turned about as fair play. A kick to the chest there by Will All Day. Only a 2 count. Will's going to keep it up. Stay on him. And there's a boot by Richard Holiday. Shoots him off. Ooh, and a stiff back elbow there by Holiday. Another pin. Goes back to that no wasted motion. Every hit a pin, every hit a pin. He's not working by the hour here, Paul.
Yeah, Richard is a machine when it comes to his mechanics, his footwork, his basics. I mean, the force in which he threw that elbow to the sternum of All Day. Most human beings would be out. They'd be rocked. But All Day, still looking like he has some fight.
Not an easy person to put down, but if there's a man who can, it's Richard Holiday. Now Will All Day trying to fight back. He's got guts. He's got courage. Does he have what it takes to take Holiday out? And night 1 into a DDT. Sam, you mentioned earlier Booker T is the man at hand who trained Will Holiday. He's learned all that he's learned from one of the greats in this industry, a Hall of Famer. That doesn't always spell well for how long a career may go. He's had such a quick start to his career. He's already traveled all around the country. Is this your first time seeing him live?
This is my first time seeing Will Alday live. However, I have heard of him before because he's been competing all over the country and has competed for a lot of major companies at this moment in time, including AEW, including Impact, including WWE at various levels. So definitely a guy who's getting out there and showing that energy and charisma he was telling me about in the locker room right now. Oh!
There's that fire.
Oh yes,
He's
Alday
showing
showing
out.
signs of life here. He's got to stay on Holiday because if you give Holiday a moment,
There it is.
he will
Flying
take
clothesline
advantage
to
of
the
that.
corner. All we got a punch isn't going on. This crowd getting behind Will again. They have been loving Will all day. No pun intended.
Holiday pushes Alday off of him, but Alday resilient, continues hammering down on Holiday.
There's some of that aggression from Will all day. There's air counter by Holiday. Springboard kick to the face. Will that be enough? Shoulders pinned, only a 2 count.
Yeah, Alday knows he's been in a hole for a while. He knows his energy is a little spent, and even though he has an adrenaline rush here, he knows he has to come in like a freight train.
Oh!
Absolutely. What great positioning there by Will Alday. He was able to bring his weight straight down as opposed to forward and not hit our audience here. More of that technique you mentioned earlier, son. This guy knows what he's doing. But he's got to get Holiday. Can't beat him on the outside. Got to pin him on the inside.
One thing I will say, to work in Texas right now, you've got to be good because the competition is stiff down there. So for Will Alday, who is now in the high rent district,
Oh, he's
to
at
be
the
competing
apex.
at such a high level. Oh, Holiday ducks under.
Roll through there by Will Alday. Good recovery. Good ring awareness there by Alday. Oh, he was going for that cutter again.
He fooled him.
Oh!
My,
Side
both
of the
men.
head.
Almost turned that into a top rope Pele. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm shocked that wasn't it right there.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a concussive blow from this vantage point. The knee and the leg went right against the temple of Holiday. Usually you see the competitor turn just in time to try to absorb some of the blow, but Holiday couldn't do that.
I appreciate the willingness of Will Alday to attempt it, whether Holiday was facing him or not. He was looking for body-on-body contact, but the way that happened, that could have spelled trouble for both competitors. Will Alday now feeding from the audience. He wants to get in. Done it already. He's going for it. That was the autograph super kick he was going for. Oh, wait a
Oh, did
minute.
he
Wait a
just-
minute.
yeah, come on.
More of those shortcuts you were talking about, Paul.
Completely unnecessary.
He's got the tools to get it done, and yet still feels the need. There's some of that right there. More of that power. Clotheslines across the chest right now. Oh, and just a disrespectful slap to the face.
His legs went out.
Spaghetti legged. Oh, what do we got going on here now? Now he's got him. He's got Will on the top rope. Holiday, bad intentions. We got to bellet it back off the top.
Oh, this doesn't smell good news for
Avalanche
Alday.
style. Oh,
Alday
Will fighting
fighting
out. That could have been it for Will. After that moonsault attempt, I belted it back from there. Could pretty much end it all. We might be talking an injury here, not so much a loss of a match. Oh, wait a minute. That inverted,
Torture
that inverted
of
fireman's
sorts.
carry. Burning hammer position. Oh, he's racking him. He's racking him. I hope that's not a bad reference, but he's racking him.
He is racking him.
Oh, spitting him into a neck breaker. That could spell, that could be it. Lateral press, all the body weight. That is done. That's not it. That is not it.
Alday kicking out at the last minute. Richard Holiday has to be thinking, what else can I do to beat this guy at this point? He's wrestled him not once, but twice now.
He is living up to the all-day moniker.
Holiday's really kind of an evil genius to be pulling out a torture rack and then pulling that into a spinning neck break. I haven't seen that maybe ever.
This also goes back to their size difference, too.
Right.
Alday is a guy who he can do that with.
Again, to your point about his technique, Holiday pulled that torture rack after repeated clotheslines to the corner, kicks to the chest. His game plan has been simple. Here comes the Death Valley driver. Oh, to a knee.
Oh,
There it is.
and he hits the
There's that
autograph.
autograph super kick right there. That is it. If he
Is
can
it?
hook him up, that could be it right there. 1, 2, and 3. That is it. That is it. Will Alden. Wait a
I
second.
don't think so.
Wait a second.
His foot was under the rope.
Referee, that's Becky, our referee. She's saying the foot was under the rope. Am I understand? No, she's waving off that 3 count.
She was a lot closer than us.
Hey, we've got great officials here at GSW. If she's saying that it's not over, then it's not over. Very well could have been. That super kick did garner him a 3 count, but not a victory. Oh, we're on the stage now. I don't know how safe that is. Holiday now trying to get Holiday back in. Oh, there he goes. That could have spilled trouble with him on the outside. Will again going to the top rope. Be careful after that last one. Oh, wait. Holiday tries to catch him.
Got a guillotine.
Yes, he
That's
does.
It's not quite cinched in fully, but it is enough at this point in the match. But is he going to gas himself out by throwing everything he has into it?
Holiday trying to muster all that he has to get out of it.
Not only is he in a submission hold right now, but he's also holding the brunt of the weight of these two competitors, himself and All Day. That has to be weighing down Holiday. Is he going to be able to last?
I think Paul called it. Will had him. Holiday was able to get off of his knee, but that was it. Will still has him hooked.
Holiday using everything he has to hit the 2008. He's got to go for the pin.
Is that it? 1, 2, and 3. He's got him.
Here is your winner, Richard Holiday.
Will lived up to the moniker. He was ready to do this all day, but all it takes is one flashback to the year 2008, and that's all she wrote, Paul.
Yeah, again, I could go all night about how I don't like the way Richard Holiday does things, but when he gets in there and he focuses, and for my money, he's one of the best in the world.
He's got the look, he's got the skill, he's got the mic skills,
I couldn't agree more.
and we got another W for Richard Holiday.
And it would seem that Holiday is now breathing in his own rarefied air, enjoying it, basking in the victory. His second victory here at Global Syndicate Wrestling.
I mean, I can't bring myself to say rarefied air. I don't want to boost his ego up any more than it is, but
We don't want to play into it.
no, but he is deserving to feel a certain way. I'll give him that.
Got to give Will all day a lot of credit. He fought as hard as he possibly could. That moonsault almost spelled tragedy for a second there. We were all very nervous about that, but seems to be okay. And what an effort by Will Alden.
This kid is good. If you are training under Booker T, you're already going to have a pedigree, but it's another thing to do it in training and then to put it in practical application. He did it here against one of the guys who I think is upper level, and he showed a lot to me tonight.
We want to take this time once again to thank all of you for joining us on YouTube Live here, joining us for Global Festival. As a reminder, not only tonight is only night 1, folks. Tomorrow, night 2, a lot more in store.
Oh yes, we're gonna have some fantastic matches for y'all tomorrow.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the GSW Dream Open Weight Championship. Introducing first, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and representing Young, Dumb, and Broke, he is the Young Bruiser, and weighing in at 220 pounds, Charlie Tiger!
Charlie Tiger making his GSW debut here, representing Young, Dumb, and Broke. Oh, a little bit of the hippity hop.
Oh yes, Young, Dumb, and Broke, the team of Charlie Tiger, Griffin McCoy, Ellis Taylor, and Jordan Oliver, who is not present tonight. They've been making a name for themselves over the past couple of years. They've had Jordan Oliver break out. Maybe Charlie Tiger will be next.
Is Ellis Taylor eating? I think he's eating as he came out here.
Ellis Taylor does what he wants, Paul. Don't
We
you
have
know?
excellent catering here at GSW today. And I guess he couldn't help himself.
These boys don't always use common sense.
Remember, they're
what
young,
does the
dumb,
D
and
stand
broke.
for?
Fair.
They probably got pocketfuls.
Next, from Man's Choice, Pennsylvania, and weighing in at 400 pounds, he is your current GSW Dream Openweight Champion, Wrecking Ball Legursky!
I gotta be honest with you guys out there. My career began in 2010. Wrecking Ball Legursky shortly after. Our careers have been parallel for almost a decade. I could not have been happier for this man at our last show, Catalyst, when he overcame 3 of the best that GSW has to offer. To defy reality and excel above himself and become the Dream Openweight Champion, the inaugural champion, he will set the tone moving forward with this championship. But I have to ask the question, he will also be defending that championship, should he be successful tonight, against one of the biggest stars in the wrestling world tomorrow, Moose. Sam, could he possibly be looking past Charlie
hold on.
Tiger? Oh, wait.
Oh, Charlie Tiger wasting no time going straight for Wrecking Ball Legursky. Clearly, he's aware of the size difference. He has to wear down Legursky.
They call him young, Doug, and broke, but that might have been a smart decision up until he got his mitts on him.
I mean, you have to have a lot of gall to go after Legursky straight off the bat before the match has even officially started.
Sam, my question stands, does Wrecking Ball, well, actually it doesn't stand because I don't think he's looking past anybody at this moment.
I think right now he's just focused on Charlie Tiger, who is absolutely mounted.
He's coming at him like a tiger.
Yes. Well, Tiger very much so embodies that tiger-like mentality. Maybe we'll get into that a little bit later.
He is throwing everything he's got at the Wrecking Ball. Oh no, well-placed knee. Oh, referee's checking.
All right, and the
We are
match is
officially underway. Our referee was checking on Wrecking Ball, asked him if he wanted to continue this matchup. He agreed.
Yeah, that knee was right to the back of the neck. That is maybe the most dangerous spot you could be hit in, especially with a knee flying at you. So I'm surprised that Wrecking Ball's on his feet.
Charlie is like a firecracker tonight. I don't think I've ever seen him this imperative in the ring. Perhaps this is his biggest competitor to date, literally.
I think he needs to do this. I think he needs to end this early. He cannot let Wrecking Ball get to his feet.
Absolutely not.
And two, he doesn't have the other 2 members of Young, Dumb, and Broke that are present in the arena, present at ringside. So it's up to Charlie to ensure the victory.
You know, they call themselves Young, Dumb, and Broke. They can solve that broke problem if he walks away with the Dream Openweight Championship here tonight.
Oh yes, he'll go from Young, Dumb, and Broke to Young, Dumb, and Rich.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a short turnaround. If Charlie wins this match tonight, he's got Moose tomorrow night.
Oh my.
Going after the neck, but there was a shot that Charlie Tiger threw with his knee to the hip of Wrecking Ball Legursky. If you can throw off the alignment of the hip even a slight bit, that's going to throw everything off in your body. So maybe Tiger's a lot smarter than he's letting on.
Maybe he must have had some sort of game plan coming in. He's throwing forearms galore at this moment. Comes off, and that's what you don't want. Got him up in the fireman carry. There goes the eyes. In that last match, we criticized Holiday for utilizing the eyes. Here, I think it's survival.
It's exactly what I kind of laid out for his game plan. He knows that if Wrecking Ball even gets an inch in here, he's in grave danger.
And Charlie Tiger is not letting up. He is throwing everything he can at the Wrecking Ball.
And the best place he can have Legursky is on the mat. When Legursky is up, there's just such a size difference that it's hard to kind of stay on a man of that size.
You're not 6'5", 300+ pounds when you're laying on the mat. Charlie knows that. He will not stop.
The only question I have here is how long can Charlie Tiger keep this pace up? This is really going to test his cardiovascular condition.
Absolutely. If he wasn't aware of how tough he could be, he'll find out tonight. Wrecking Ball Legarski shoves him off. Throws the line. Oh, Charlie is just hitting and running.
I think he might have knocked a tooth out there.
Sleeper. He's like one of these gnats over by the Asbury Park area where the Rivers is.
If he wants this to be effective, he has to get his other hand attached to his elbow to really sink that in and get the full effect. He doesn't quite have it.
Oh, no, I don't.
And if it's not cinched in, then the esophagus still has room for the airway to breathe,
Wrecking
right?
Ball is just so round. I don't know if he can. He's going to try it again. That was a good move. He tried to get some leverage on that one, come off the top rope.
I'm going to call that the tiger pounce.
He's trying,
He's
but
trying to cinch it, yeah. Too big, too strong is Wrecking Ball Legarski. Charlie Tiger's trying to win a chip tonight, folks. He's got an answer for everything.
oh boy.
Oh, but does he have an answer for this? He's got that throat. Oh, wait.
Is Charlie Tiger biting Legarski?
He's biting the hand. Oh, there goes a shot to the throat. Is there a part of Wrecking Ball's body Charlie Tiger hasn't attacked?
Again, the lower part of the spine.
Oh, he's been more Wrecking Ball tonight than Wrecking Ball. Oh!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
No.
That was full board.
No.
Full board. I don't know how Charlie Tiger's standing, let alone Legarski.
I heard
He might
skull
have-
on skull right there.
He might have woken the beast on that one.
Oh, he slipped, but he caught himself.
Oh, that's the first mistake he's made all match, and it's going to cost him. That is the first mistake that Charlie has made all match. He's going to capitalize now. He's going to throw it again. Oh, crossbody!
He caught that.
All of it. Will it be enough?
Oh boy.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
I cannot believe how tenacious he is. I can't believe he's cutting this pace.
All the body weight on the back of Wrecking Ball's neck on that European uppercut. Now he's going back upstairs. That top rope has spelled doom and gloom so far here tonight. A big
That could be
cross
it.
splash. Hooks the leg. All of the body weight. Kick out by Wrecking Ball. I can't believe I've seen Wrecking Ball on the receiving end for this long.
I don't think Wrecking Ball can believe it either.
No, he could not have expected this sort of relentless pace from Charlie Tiger. I can't believe I'm giving him this much credit, but he's going out and he's earning it.
What a performance by Charlie Tiger. Oh, what a knee. Oh, and there it is. Uh-oh. Shoulder tackle, more shoulder tackle. Shoulder tackles are us. It's in surplus tonight at Asbury Park. Shoots him off. And now Wrecking Ball, big bad body drop. Uh-oh. He's channeling the audience here. All of that punishment, Wrecking Ball has waded through the fog and he sees a victory. Oh my God. Did you see that head snap back?
I'm surprised that Charlie Tiger's head is still on his body after that one.
Scoop slam. Landed a lot on his side there. That's going to cause more damage. What's Wrecking Ball saying here? He's not going to do what I think he's going to do.
Legarski's like an old warship that has taken so many cannon shots and yet is still floating in the water.
Refuses to sink. There's an elbow attempt there. Charlie Tiger evaded death by moving away from that elbow drop.
This wouldn't be the first time that he's evaded death. Charlie Tiger has literally fought a tiger.
That's literal.
Literally, at the Philadelphia Zoo.
Getting himself high. Oh, no! Right on his ribs. Wrecking Ball. They're filling the Wrecking Ball. Gonna nail it now and boom! Hold that. The Wrecking Ball, and that is it.
Here is your winner,
Sweet
and
McGillicuddy.
still GSW Dream Openweight Champion, Wrecking Ball Legarski.
So coming into this, I had a very low expectation for Charlie Tiger, and in the end, it was Wrecking Ball Legursky coming out with the win, but I can't believe how impressed I was with Charlie Tiger. He literally left it all out there tonight.
I think, to be fair, no disrespect to Charlie or his crew, but with the size, the strength of a Wrecking Ball, it was an obvious underdog. But my God, he spent most of this match on top.
I'm stunned.
Well, we've learned tonight that Wrecking Ball can fight from underneath. We didn't expect it, but it's almost a happy moment for us to know that he can. Because tomorrow night, he's got the wrestling god. He's got Moose, Impact Wrestling, the superstar Moose, will be in Asbury Park tomorrow night in the House of Independence competing against the Wrecking Ball.
The next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from South City by way of Orlando, Florida, and weighing in at 175 pounds, he is the Poison Youth, Robert Martyr!
The Poison Youth, Robert Martyr.
Robert Martyr has been making his way across the Northeast, Midwest, and the South. He's everywhere. He's got a bone to pick with just about anyone and wants to prove that he is the top up-and-coming wrestler.
This young man has a world of potential. He's still a very young man in age. But Sam, as you just illustrated, already a well-traveled individual in the sport of professional wrestling. And he has stated to the GSW audience, Jacob, I do not fear you. Do me the favor, take me to hell.
And his opponent, from Samoa, and weighing in at 300 pounds, Jacob Fatu!
Jacob Fatu, world champion. He has been on a tear here in GSW. There he is. A freak athlete with a bloodline as legendary as it gets.
I have to be honest with you. When I see Robert Martyr coming to the ring, I think of that kid in the schoolyard who you look at and you say, I could beat this kid up, and then you go up to him and he beats you up. The only problem is he's about to run into the biggest bully in the block.
Absolutely he is. You have a man in the ring who has no problem destroying, and a man in the ring who has zero problem being destroyed. And here we go, Robert Martyr and Jacob Fatu.
Well, I think Robert Martyr.
Fuck this bitch up!
Well,
Jacob Fatu making a very strong declaration. I think that Robert Martyr's mantra is going to be kill or be killed tonight.
Absolutely.
I think it might be killed.
Paul, Robert has no problem getting in there and grappling and wrestling his opponents. I don't know if that's happening tonight.
If he wants a fighting chance, he has to find some way to get Fatu to the ground. Oh.
There's some of that wrestling we were talking about before. He tried to do it with Fatu, but he's too strong, he's too powerful.
But Martyr is very strong in his own right with his fast feet.
Yeah, the Samoan lineage, he's going to be tough to beat any way you look at it, whether it's on the feet, on the mat, any sort of style, but Martyr just has to find a way. Ooh, well, I stand corrected.
Yeah, there's a strategy.
He has to find a way to stay conscious, number one, but then number two, he has to clip his knee, he has to step on his toes, something to get him down and keep him down, but things do not look good.
Those were some great strikes there by Martyr, but he's fighting for his life here. I spoke to Martyr earlier in the night. He told me, he said, hey, I'm the young boy of Daniel Garcia. When Daniel Garcia fought Fatu, he went after the leg. That didn't work. I'll go for the leg, but I'm trying to work on the arm. So he came with an obvious strategy. It doesn't look like it's working out too well for Robert Martyr so far.
Jacob Fatu is one of the most frightening people I have ever seen up close. It's just, there's intensity and then there's a level above that. I don't know what you call it. I'll just call it Fatu.
Yeah, we'll just name it Fatu, that's it. The Fatu level. What an Irish trip into the corner. Fatu head of steam. Rolls out of there. Martyr evading. Ooh, small package on a big man. Couldn't hold him down, didn't have the strength for it. Looks like a tilt-a-whirl. Oh, wait.
That forearm is right on the windpipe and under that neck.
That's the cinching you were looking for with Charlie Tiger.
Yeah,
right there.
wow.
Right into the spine. Not only the turnbuckle, but the body weight of Fatu. We made a Robert Martyr sandwich in the corner. Our referee, Gina. Great position, great boot counter there by Martyr. He's gonna fly. Oh, wait a second.
It's not often that you inflict a move on someone and it hurts you.
He's trying, but man.
Springboard splash did not work out for Fatu. That crossbody looked like it annoyed Jacob more than it did anything else.
Going
for that. Got it. Crucifix bomb. Rolls him over.
This could be it. Oh, wow.
Wait, Fatu is favoring that shoulder. There it is, and there it is.
Okay.
There's the strategy. Now he's going for it.
I mean, he has to be like a rabid animal all over this shoulder.
Oh, yeah, no, he's trying to break it. He's not looking for a tap out. He wants to break it.
Oh,
he is splitting fingers. He's twisting wrists. He has got to do everything he can. Oh, upside down, inside out. Fatu's arm is hurt. Oh, right into the corner. But that arm is hurt, yeah.
the ring moved when he did that. The ring moved.
Felt it over here, the announce table here. But that arm is hurt. He's favoring that arm. Martyr's got to breathe. He's got to stay in this. We just saw Charlie Tiger take it to Wrecking Ball. We know it's not impossible. He's in strikes. I don't know if you want to go chop for chop with Fatu. Jacob Fatu taking his time.
The live crowd here very much so rooting for Robert Martyr, hoping that he can get up. It seems like he's making his way to the left leg of Jacob Fatu, trying to get him down to size.
Absolutely. Normally you try to chop a tree down, but he'll take any limb he can get at this point.
I mean, how could you not be compelled to get behind Robert Martyr in this instance? It is like the Yankees playing your local Little League team. But the Little League team has some skill, and they might actually be able to hit a opposite field single, maybe.
It's like Brewster's Millions with Richard Pryor faced up. Oh, what a back elbow there by Fatu. He's cooking now, head of steam, rope to rope. There's that springboard. Oh!
What planet is he from?
Folks, he did that with an injured arm. His arm is hanging by a thread, and he still pulls it off.
How did he kick out?
Sam, we've sat here and watched this man, Jacob Fatu, systematically break down Matt Cross at Catalyst. And he is struggling against Robert Martyr.
Well, perhaps he's underestimating Martyr, whereas he might not have done that with a 10-year veteran, or 20-year veteran rather, in Matt Cross. But Martyr told me earlier, his strategy is to get beat up, get worn down, but also in the process, wear down Fatu.
I don't know if rope-a-dope's going to work here. Robert Martyr is in that class.
It works pretty well for Martyr. He actually outlasted multiple other competitors last weekend to win the Scenic City Invitational.
Had a hell of a match with Wheeler Yuta on high voltage.
Oh, yes.
Not too long ago. Paul, that clavicle hold, when he puts that weight on that shoulder, what does that do to the body?
It just sends charges all throughout your body, especially through your arms, your shoulders, even your back. But on your point, Sam, he outlasted so many competitors for the SCI tournament, but none of them were this level or caliber of athlete.
the same arm that he's been favoring all night.
Same shoulder. He's got to get away from these forearm strikes and get that shoulder.
Oh, this could be the opening that
There
Martyr
it is.
needed.
There
Yes!
it is. Double knee arm breaker. Right
Gotta
in the middle of the
stand.
ring, away from the ropes. Good positioning there by Martyr. Oh, he can't
Shoulder
do it.
gave out.
Yep. Can't do it. And now you can see it in Martyr's eyes. You can see it in Robert's eyes. There's an opening. He's got a chance. Oh, Fatu is moving. Go behind by Martyr. Whoa! What a move!
And when he came down, it was on that neck,
Absolutely.
on that shoulder.
Kind of an odd angle. Martyr and Fatu tearing it up at Asbury Park tonight. Going for this.
Oh, Canadian Destroyer! Martyr hits the Canadian Destroyer on two!
Can Martyr pull off the upset? Oh, and there's a super kick from Fatu. Momentum stopped. He got him. There it is. That Samoan drop. And he's got it.
All she wrote.
Here is your winner, Jacob Fatu!
I gotta say, even when injured, even when hurt, he's still dangerous, and he's still a bad, bad man.
But what a showing by Robert Martyr. Well, what could be next for Fatu? We don't know. What I do know is that he's undefeated here at GSW, and I'm sure he wants to continue that reign.
The fact that Robert Martyr even agreed to this match says a lot about him, but then he went in there and did exactly what he did tonight. Shows that he has such a huge heart, and he has a bright, bright future.
Absolutely. He didn't just accept this match, Paul. He relished it. He relished it. He was talking to anybody who would listen. I want Jacob Fatu. He knew what an opportunity this was, and he made the most of it. And I got to admit, he had everyone in this building for a split second believing it could happen. But Jacob Fatu, once again, comes out on top. Folks, we want to take this time to remind everybody that if you want to find out more, not only about tonight, not only about tomorrow night, but future events as well, for Global Syndicate Wrestling, it's a one-stop shop. GSWPro.com, all your information, all your ticket needs. You could also stop by the official GSW YouTube channel, not just for the live events, but for our YouTube series High Voltage, and check us out on all of social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hit that subscribe button.
Yes, subscribe, hit the bell. We take it back to Brian.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a Global Cup semi-final matchup to crown the first GSW Women's Champion.
All right.
Introducing first, from Moscow, Russia, she is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
All right, well, when this music hits, we know what it means. Russian Dynamite is about to make her way to the ring, and she has one thing on her mind, and that is Women's Championship.
We're looking at quite possibly the most dangerous woman, not only in GSW, but quite possibly in the world of professional wrestling right now.
Masha Slamovich is the current Soul of Syndicate champion. So if she wins tonight and moves on to the finals and then wins that, I guess we'll be calling her Masha Two Belts.
From Washington, D.C., she is the Afro Punk, Trish Adora!
Someone else who's been making waves all over the country in Trish Adora, currently holding the Pan-African World Diaspora Championship, which was just designated by PWI as an official world championship. How cool is that?
Absolutely, and there's very few as deserving as Trish Adora for those accolades. Some might say Trish Adora stole the show at Inception. She brought the house down at Catalyst, but she's got a workload ahead of her tonight with Masha Slamovich.
Oh yes, and another thing to note is that Trish was never actually defeated by the person she's replacing in this tournament, Deonna Purrazzo. Kimberly interrupted that match. Deonna didn't get a clean victory. So this is Trish's road to redemption here, her second opportunity to make it to the finals of the Global Cup.
Paul, at the very start of this matchup here, we have a situation where Trish Adora did advance in the first round to get to this matchup. Masha did not. Does this catch Trish off guard a little bit? Does this alter the strategy a bit?
It has to, especially since it came on such short notice. Yeah, coming on such short notice, the fact that she had to come in here expecting and training and working toward going in there with Deonna Purrazzo, who's at the highest of high levels across the world, now going in there with somebody who is the champion here. So many different emotions have to be going through her mind.
Yeah, this matchup originally was scheduled to be Deonna Purrazzo. For personal and professional reasons, she could not make it here today. That left an open spot, and it would be remiss if we didn't mention just the last show at Catalyst. Masha Slamovich made a statement. She was upset she wasn't in this tournament from the beginning and took it out on Hyann.
It's a bit of an understatement there, AJ.
Yeah, that would be an understatement because she came into that building at Catalyst and hospitalized Hyann to make a statement.
Who's not here tonight.
Yeah, and then apparently she put management into a corner into this matchup. She was supposed to defend her Soul of Syndicate Championship here tonight, and she wound up inside this actual tournament with Trish Adora here tonight without advancing in the first round. She's 2 matches away from being, like you said, 2 belts Masha.
That just goes to show you the mentality that Masha has. She has probably been scratching her own walls up at night because she's just so incensed by the fact that she didn't advance to the second round. She wants to win everything. She wants to do everything at the highest level, and the fact that she did not in this tournament has to be eating at her.
She was given a reason. When we were told at Catalyst the reason why she wasn't included in that tournament is because she is the current GSW Solo Syndicate champion. That was not enough for Masha. She wants it all.
Trish going for the pin. Gets a 2 count there. And to that point, AJ, yes, her taste for gold cannot be satiated.
No, she wants to be number 1 in the industry. She'll stop at nothing to do it. She'll wrestle you or she'll put you in the hospital, apparently.
But unlike a lot of her other competitors, she truly does have an equal in Trish in terms of in-ring training, out-of-ring training, mental fortitude. Both of these ladies are very evenly matched, and they also know a thing or two about catch-can wrestling, pure style wrestling.
Absolutely, we see a hammerlock here applied by Masha Slamovich. Trish Adora and Masha Slamovich feeling each other out. Like Paul mentioned earlier, Trish has to be altering her strategy as she go here.
Trish using her own body to get Masha out of the ring.
The fact that Masha landed on this concrete, we should remind people, there's no mat here. So if you're landing hard, it is right on concrete.
Paul, it's all concrete in Russia. Come on.
True, good point.
But to that point, that was a joke. I do understand that can obviously take a physical toll on the body. Any shot to the outside.
Masha Slamovich is going to wrestle on Masha Slamovich's time. She's proven that. She's not above the mind games. I mentioned earlier about Holiday having all the skill, having all the ability, and still choosing to take the shortcut. That's a very apt description of Masha Slamovich.
Masha also will speak in Russian, she'll speak in Japanese, but she seldom speaks in English during her matches, which throws off everyone involved, the referee as well as her other competitors.
Trish is ready for whatever happens. And the energy is picked up again. Oh, into the second, into the throat.
She could have gone a couple different ways there. She could have kicked any part of Trish Adora's body, but instead she saw the neck was there and chose to use that rope as a de facto weapon.
Absolutely. Possibly injuring the throat, maybe the trachea, causing it more difficult to breathe throughout the course of the match.
Well, Masha doesn't want to just beat you. She wants to hurt you in the process.
Wrestling 101. If your cardio is as good minute 15 as it is 1, you'll be successful. That helps. That will stop. Look at that right there. More, and we're going back to the throw by Masha Slamovich. More of that mean streak, more of that dangerous woman we've been hearing so much about. We were almost fearful of our situation at the last show. She didn't come in through the back door tonight. She came in through the entranceway. She wins here tonight. She's got the winner of Vicious Vicky and Allison Kay also coming in here tonight. The winner of this matchup is the main event tomorrow night of night 2. There's
Yes,
a
and
chop
Masha
in the corner.
Slamovich delivering a chop to Trish Adora. Irish whips her into the corner. Trish coming out. Oh,
Do a
goes to the snap
suplex.
suplex to Trish Adora.
Referee Becky in great position now. There she is again, 1, 2. Only a 2 count. We've seen Trish fight from behind many a day, and she's won most of those matches. But with someone as tenacious as Masha Slamovich, this is a tall order to be asking of Trish Adora tonight. Both of these women are 1 win away from a main event spot tomorrow night, right here again in the House of Independence.
Yes, and Trish is using her feet to help her get some momentum, getting Masha Slamovich to the mat.
Down to the shoulder.
Adora twisting her wrist at the exact right moment to get Masha to slam face first on the mat.
Absolutely. Oh, there's that roll over there, back into the headlock, and she's wrenching. Is she eye gouging?
Yeah, she has her eyes.
Masha Slamovich.
She's getting that look in her eyes that she had when she was beating Hyann to a pulp at Catalyst, the last show in May.
I don't think this is the first world champion Masha's been in the ring with. Trish Adora is taking punishment here. Everything hurts, the joints, the wrists, the back, everything. Irish whip into the corner. Was that Russian again, Sam?
I do believe that was Russian.
Yeah, I don't speak Russian, but I think it means something bad.
It had a negative connotation to it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Here comes Masha again. Into the corner again. She just wants to punish Trish at this point. Oh, nice leapfrog there by Trish. Galloping across, ducks the line. Here comes crossbody by Trish Adora, and that's a momentum swing for Trish Adora. She's filling it up. Masha with the booted defense of herself. Here we go, and into the backbreaker. Trish not going to rest on that. Going to continue to keep the pressure on. Ooh, putting all of her body weight. Here we're feeling it. Oh, and another booty bump from Trish Adora. Wait a second. Wait, Masha's holding the ropes. Oh, into a sit-out bomb. Will that be enough? 2 it. Oh, a 2 and a kick out by Masha. Paul, her whole arm, wrist, bicep, elbow, all that's got to be hurting Trish.
And Trish going right after the wrist of Masha here and going after that arm herself.
Ooh, Mahishal Cradle. There it is in, cinch in with the leg hook. That's good. Oh, I was going to say very, very tightly cinched in. Masha still found the angle out. Sam will never be able to hear the end of Masha if she wins this matchup and finds herself in the main event tomorrow night.
Oh, we certainly will not. Could she be going for the, no, oh. Trish counters
Back
with
drop.
a back body drop. Masha is up on her feet though.
Oh, a big whoop.
Just
Bit
like
of a
that,
scissors.
she's back down.
Bicycle kick from Trish Adora. Too close to the ropes. Oh, there it is. Too close to the ropes. Masha not exerting any energy, grabbing the rope for the break. Gotta get her in the middle of the ring.
Masha, like Trish, has a tremendous sense of ring awareness, as we can see with that ring
Absolutely.
break.
Trish trying to get her in her
Oh,
hold
could
here.
she be?
She's going for her variation of the cattle mutilation.
Beautiful.
There it is. She's got it cinched in.
And this is a move that has tapped out so many other competitors. Will Masha be one of many tonight?
She's tapped out a variation of opponents, smaller opponents, larger opponents. They've all fall to that move. Masha finds her way out. Oh, she finds her way out. We're back to grappling here. Gut wrench. Oh, into a German. She was trying to hold her with a bridge. Bad angle on that. Masha leans over, lateral press. Oh, only a 2 count.
That shows how gassed both of these competitors are going this deep into the match, that she couldn't hold on to that German or even get the right angle on it to begin with.
Absolutely. They're putting it all on the line here. There it is again. One of these women will be in the main event tomorrow night to compete to become the first ever GSW Women's Champion. So they're throwing it all out here tonight. Oh, there goes that hook. Oh, that spinning DVD. Will that be enough? 2 and... Oh, that kick out by Sasha again. What is it going to take to put either of them down?
Both of these ladies have a tremendous amount of fight in them. I don't think either is going to give up. Both of these ladies want to make it to the finals in this first-time matchup.
Trisha Dora saying that's it.
Oh, spinning heel kick. And Masha
Roundhouse.
Slamovich.
Oh, she's got...
Could she be hitting the Tiger Driver? Let's see if she can hit it.
Oh, into a pile driver. Wait, oh, smart. Hooks the legs, that's it.
Here's your winner, and advancing to the Global Cup Finals, Masha Slamovich!
Masha Slamovich, upset at Catalyst that she couldn't get in, finally maneuvers her way into a position, makes the most of it. She comes out the winner here tonight, Paul.
Impressive comeback by her. Trisha Dora really was going full board, able to get in there and pick Masha apart, but nonetheless, Russian Dynamite standing tall.
Now we have Sam in the ring to talk to Sam.
Congratulations on your victory. You have advanced to the finals of the Global Cup, where you will verse either Allison Kay or Vicious Vicky. How are you feeling about the potential to verse either one of those competitors tomorrow night?
How am I feeling? I'm feeling like I already put Vicious Vicky head first through this mat. So she's not a concern of mine. She's just a trash that's already been discarded to my side. Now, Allison Kay, what we finished at Bloodsport, it ain't fucking finished.
Well, language.
If we're still on YouTube, we apologize.
Yeah.
Masha Slamovich, right now as it stands, is the GSW Soul of Syndicate champion. She is now 1 win away tomorrow night to having a second title, the first ever GSW World's Women's Championship.
She'd really make her mark as maybe the most dominant woman in all of wrestling if she's able to go through and win that, but it is a tall task. We will see who she faces in just a bit.
Absolutely. She made mention of it earlier. Allison Kay and Vicious Vicky, the other semifinal in our brackets. The winner of that match will now officially face Masha Slamovich tomorrow night.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are going to take a brief 15-minute intermission, but I just want to let you know we are still doing the raffle. 1 ticket for $10, 3 tickets for $20, and 10 tickets for $50. You can win a GSW merch item. You can win a signed poster by the semifinalists. First place wins a signed GSW Women's Championship belt signed by all the participants in the Global Cup tournament. All right, make sure you go upstairs, buy some merch, get some raffle tickets, and we will be back with Global Festival. Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is AJ Orsini and I am your play-by-play voice for Global Syndicate Wrestling, and I am here to give you guys a little bit of the lowdown, a little bit of some updated information, kind of get you on your way to our very special two-day event on August 20th and August 21st. Global Syndicate Wrestling will be presenting Global Festival. Once again, talents from all around the world will come together and compete inside of a GSW ring. The facility housing this large event is going to be the House of Independence down in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Probably asking yourself, do I have to be in person? I'm really far away. I don't really live near New Jersey. All you need to do to take a look at GSW's newest presentation, Global Festival, is have access to YouTube. That's it. All you need to do is head over to the official GSW Global Syndicate Wrestling YouTube channel, and you'll be able to watch the streaming presentation of Global Festival on the official YouTube channel, 7 p.m. Friday and Saturday, August 20th and August 21st. Before 7, that building's already gonna be rocking, because at 3 p.m., both days, Friday and Saturday, you'll be able to check out GSW's High Voltage YouTube series taping. We're gonna have full-on matches from 3 p.m. to about 6. So that's 3 p.m. all the way up and through the night. High Voltage leading into Global Festival on both Friday and Saturday. You can make your whole weekend pro wrestling all day Friday and all day Saturday. GSW has got you hooked. If that's not enough wrestling for you, if back-to-back nights is not enough, hey, I'm too far away, hey, I'm working, I don't have the schedule, I got something else for you. If you go to that same YouTube channel even now, not only will you get exclusive clips, exclusive interviews, you will get a chance to see GSW's High Voltage series. We're already several episodes deep. You gotta start from episode 1 and work all the way through to get yourself all the maximum GSW pro wrestling action you can get your hands on. If we're gonna talk about Global Festival, we need to start off by talking about our Global Cup tournament. Just the last show we did, Catalyst, we began a tournament to crown the first ever GSW Women's Champion. 8 women stepped up to the plate with the possibility of getting into the semifinals, which will take place on night 1. Allison Kay versus Trisha Dora. We also have Diana Perrazzo versus Vicious Vicky. Those are our semifinals. The 2 winners will then go on to the finals. That final match will take place on night 2. And not only will they be competing for the opportunity to call themselves the first ever GSW Women's Champion, but they will be main eventing night 2. This has been one of the greatest tournaments I personally have ever seen, and I can't personally wait to see the culmination of all of this great action to crown a brand new champion. So that's the semifinals, both matches on night 1, the finals taking place in the main event of night 2. You're not gonna wanna miss it. If you could be in the building, better. If you can't, but you wanna still catch this, again, on YouTube, 7 p.m. on the official YouTube channel. Now, the Women's Championship is not the only championship that's up for grabs. We have a GSW Next Gen champion, and his name is Gio Galvano. And at the last show at Catalyst, he teamed up with Super Nitro against Ricky Reyes and Austin Aries in a barn burner of a tag team match. Then when all was said and done, it was Gio and Austin who had a few words to share with one another.
Austin Aries, I'm the Next Gen champion. To be the next generation of this business, I need to learn more.
Oh, look at that.
Austin Aries, what Gio wants is you and me, one on one.
Wow.
Will Austin Aries accept this challenge?
Oh, wait a second.
And if you say no, you scared.
Where's he gonna? Can he accept?
One thing you said in that entire word vomit of yours that I actually agree with. I am a legend. This is true.
This is true.
But your challenge intrigues me. It takes a lot of balls to have your ass handed to you, and you get up, dust yourself off, and ask for more.
That's true.
So for that, I give you credit. But you have to understand something. This is called the wrestling business for a reason. I don't do anything for free. So if you want to go back to school and you want another lesson, courtesy of the legend Austin Aries, well, there's a certain tuition that comes with that schooling. So if you want to go one-on-one with me, the tuition is you put your Gen X title on the line. Because as you know, before somebody else decided to take my gimmick, I was a collector of belts. So you think that over if you need to, but those are my terms. That's the cost of my class. But for now, class is dismissed.
Strong words from Austin Aries.
The challenge was laid down. Gio Galvano will put the GSW Next Gen Championship on the line against the legendary Austin Aries on night one. After a big-time debut match from Jacob Fatu at Catalyst, he is back in-ring action as he takes on the debuting Robert Martyr. The most marketable man in the world, Richard Holiday, back to grace us with his presence as he takes on Will Allday, another debuting GSW superstar. Our main event for night one, the GSW World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Alexander Hammerstone got out of Catalyst, thwarted off the defense of Chris Dickinson, only to get attacked by a debuting Steve Macklin and his thugs, and they laid waste to Alexander Hammerstone and his championship at Catalyst. Hammerstone now has an opportunity to respond as he goes one-on-one with Steve Macklin in the main event of night one. Night two is a very, very special night as well, because we have finally the in-ring debut of Davey Richards. He appeared at Catalyst to let everybody know that in August he would issue an open challenge to all comers. Didn't care who it would be. Well, the call has been answered, and Davey Richards will be going one-on-one with Impact Wrestling superstar Josh Alexander in August, night number 2 on August 21st. We have a tag team match also scheduled. Alexander Hammerstone, whether he defends the championship or not on night 1, he will still be in action on night 2, and he'll be in a tag team match, reuniting with his old Dynasty compadre, the most marketable man, Richard Holiday. Hammerstone and Holiday on the same side, forming one team, standing across from Anthony Gangone and Donovan. They've had quite a run on the High Voltage series on YouTube, and they are going to try their luck against Hammerstone and Holiday on night 2, August 21st. Catalyst was just that. It was a jumpstart to the whole GSW era, and one lady was not happy to be left off the card, and that was Masha Slamovich. She went after Hyon and had her ambulanced out, and we've been trying to get updates on Hyon, and from what we understand, she's doing great, she's doing okay, but GSW has had their hands full trying to maintain Masha Slamovich, and they're gonna give her what they want, but maybe not in the way that she wanted it, because Masha Slamovich will be on the card on August 21st, and her championship, the GSW Soul of Syndicate Championship, will be on the line, but not in the competitive nature that she was kind of hoping for. This won't be a one-on-one contest. In fact, she will be competing in a triple threat match. She'll be competing against KZT and Janai Kai. It'll be a three-way dance for the Soul of Syndicate Championship. The newly crowned Dream Openweight Champion, Wrecking Ball Legursky's big-time opponent, would be no other than Impact Wrestling superstar, Moose. That's right. The superstar himself, Moose, will be in action with GSW against Wrecking Ball Legursky in what many would consider a dream match. All that and so much more to be taking place on night 2. As I said, the main event for night 2 will be the finals of the Global Cup Championship. Check us out on the official YouTube channel for Global Syndicate Wrestling. Not only that, but keep an eye on the social media as more matches and more announcements will be made leading up to the event. And of course, when you purchase your tickets to these events, you can purchase tickets to Global Festival, or you can purchase your tickets to High Voltage. Always keep in mind that COVID-19 restrictions can and will be enforced in these venues. So please read up ahead of time before entering the facility with your ticket, so everyone's on the same page, everyone's safe, and everyone's having a good time. Pro wrestling done absolutely perfectly for 2 straight days. Friday, August 20th, Saturday, August 21st. You're not gonna wanna miss any of this stuff. August 20th, August 21st. Come check us out. We have a GSW Next Gen champion, and his name is Gio Galvano. At the last show at Catalyst, he teamed up with Super Nitro against Ricky Reyes and Austin Aries in a barn burner of a tag team match. But when all was said and done, it was Gio and Austin who had a few words to share with one another.
Austin Aries, I'm the Next Gen champion. To be the next generation of this business, I need to learn more.
Oh, look at that.
Austin Aries, what Gio wants is you and me, one on one.
I am a legend. This is true.
This is true.
But your challenge intrigues me. I don't do anything for free. So if you want to go back to school and you want another lesson, courtesy of the legend Austin Aries, there's a certain tuition that comes with that schooling. So if you want to go one-on-one with me, the tuition is you put your Gen X title on the line. That's the cost of my class.
Challenge was laid down. Gio Galvano will put the GSW Next Gen Championship on the line against the legendary Austin Aries on night one.
But for now, class is dismissed.
Strong words from Austin Aries.
Asbury Park, we are live! The following contest is a GSW Next Gen Championship.
Our next matchup is for the GSW Next Gen Championship. The champion, Gio Galvano, defending against Austin Aries. And here comes our first competitor. Oh, here comes the man. They call him a double.
Two-time Ring of Honor World Champion, former TNA Impact World Champion, whichever one you want to call it.
He has won world titles all around the world. He has competed in every major company you can possibly think of. One might say, in 2005, when he upset Samoa Joe, that he was the leader of the next generation. Gio Galvano was looking to follow in those exact footsteps here tonight.
Yes, the tables have certainly turned. Now Gio Galvano is the young boy trying to get up on the old wily veteran. Last show, Aries actually pinned Galvano in a tag match where he was teaming with Ricky Reyes against Galvano and Super Nitro. After the pin, Galvano laid down a challenge to Aries and said, "I want more. I think I can beat you." And this is what we have here tonight. Gio Galvano defending his Next Generation Championship against Aries, who looks to push Galvano to the limit and make him prove his worth.
Paul, how will Aries' experience in this matchup favor?
Introducing first, the challenger to my right.
No in-ring introduction.
From Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and weighing in at 188 pounds, Austin Aries!
Looking in fantastic shape tonight is a double.
And his opponent to my left. From Nyack, New York, and weighing in at 199 pounds, he is your current GSW Next Gen Champion, Gio Galvano!
Am I crazy, or is this like kind of looking in a time machine?
Yeah.
In so many ways, it's just the similarities are pretty scary to look at when you see it up close.
Absolutely. Aries now telling Gio, "Are you ready to go to school?" And there is the GSW Next Gen Championship. And despite the resumes that we just ran down, Aries looks very focused.
He looks locked in after last month, what happened, and having that challenge laid down to him. You mentioned how the Gio is the up-and-comer, Sam, but you have to remember he's the champion and he's defending here against Austin Aries, but it definitely doesn't feel that way.
Certainly. AJ, you go, right?
Well, I was just saying, a nice stiff kick to the side there by Aries. They're feeling each other out. Go ahead, Sam.
I was just going to say that I think that this is really going to put Gio Galvano to the test, and though he is the next-gen champion, earning the respect of Austin Aries is something that he seeks here tonight. Earlier, I got a chance to speak with Aries, and he said, and I quote, he wants to see what Gio is willing to do to win. I don't know what that means, but he's certainly going to push him to the limits here tonight. So let's see what Gio's going to do to win against a competitor like Aries.
Nice separation there by Aries. Chop to the chest, sending a signal to the young man, letting him know he's in charge. Our referee is Gina for this contest.
And I know what it means for Austin Aries to capture titles. He was the belt collector at one point. So he's just running circles around Gio here. Matt, hold on. Only a 1 count, but I have to wonder what's going through Austin Aries' mind that he wants to challenge for the Next Gen Championship, because he is far and beyond Next Generation. He led Generation Next about, what was that at this point, 15, 16 years ago.
Absolutely.
In Ring of Honor. So to step up for the Next Gen title, he really, I think, wants to prove to generations past that he is still far and above them.
Absolutely. What better way to, quote-unquote, cancel the Next Generation than to take that championship over? Gio has a lot on his shoulders tonight, and he's stuck in a wrist lock with Austin Aries. Nice nip up there by Gio Galvano. There it is now. The two athletes going back and forth, toe-to-toe here. Nice back up into the corner by Gio Galvano, the former soccer player, showing that momentum again. Oh, the pool was empty on that one. And a cool, calm, experienced Aries in the corner.
It's also wild to think that with at least a 15-year age advantage, or disadvantage, depending on how you look at it, that being at least 15 years older, Aries might have the speed advantage here too.
Insane, his shape.
On the other hand, though, Gio Galvano has been an athlete his whole life, playing soccer at a collegiate level, and definitely being in high-pressure situations in that sport. Probably here in wrestling, this is his most high-pressure situation here today, his biggest match to date against Austin Aries. But let's talk about what it would mean if Austin Aries were to become the Next Gen Championship. Ooh, going for a cartwheel. Oh, into an arm drag. Once again on top of Galvano, but Galvano counters.
Leg scissors over.
Leg scissors.
Might see some classic Aries here. Has a very nice habit of getting out of these leg visors. Oh, but Gio evades.
But back to that point, guys, what would happen if Austin Aries were to be the Next Gen Champion? Would that set us back here, this division? We're looking to prove what the young guys have got going on here.
It would be an interesting find. I mean, Austin Aries, like Paul illustrated, can still obviously go with the best of them, but he wouldn't exactly be a shining example of what that Next Gen Championship was created for.
I can't help but think he might be a bit tyrannical if he were to become the Next Gen Champion.
We'll see if Gio's going to fall for the old test of strength. Distant cousin to its quiz of weakness. Here we go again.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if this is a trick. I feel like Austin Aries wants to really see if he can get the strength going.
Ooh, nice technique there, nice roll through there. Gio got the roll of his own. He's got that key lock in into a side headlock. Now, on the technical aspect, we kind of figured this was going to happen between these two competitors. So far here tonight, we've seen fights, we've seen brawls. We're going to get ourselves a wrestling exhibition here with Aries and Galvano. Nice sunset flip over, good angle there. Oh, but Aries with that drop kick. Missed it on the first strike, got it on the second.
It's like I just popped in a Ring of Honor DVD from 2004, and it's still the same exact Austin Aries that I saw then that I'm seeing now. It's really impressive to see his longevity and his ability to remain a top-level athlete.
Absolutely, you got to credit that. A lot of exercise, a lot of good diet. He treats his body like a temple, does Aries. But Gio Galvano knows a little something about that. There's a forearm shot by Aries. Rocks the young champion. Aries ripping to up. Calculation and a right hand. Now will that garner, Sam? Will that garner the respect of Austin Aries?
You know, I actually think it will. I think he likes a little bit of chutzpah in his competitors.
Run through again on the other rope.
Certainly not while he's being beat up.
Will we do it? cameraman's in a bad spot. There goes Gio, and he flies. Leg drop off the springboard.
And there's that athleticism of Gio Galvano coming into play here.
Talk about that time machine. How many times have we seen Aries with that springboard elbow come in many a day? Last counter through. Scared the hell out of the front row, but we're still here. And Aries is trying to escape the wrath of Gio Galvano right now. Here comes Galvano. Oh, into the ring apron.
Let's talk about the full trajectory of that chop, because Gio Galvano just had that chop go from his lower leg all the way up to the chest of Austin Aries. He's not playing around tonight.
Absolutely. Paul, did you see this kind of aggression coming out of Gio before the match started? Did you see him being this aggressive tonight?
Yes and no, but I also know he's a proud Italian-American, and sometimes that flair, that aggression comes out in him. I do think that he knows exactly what is at stake here, not just his championship, but a lot about pride and a lot about knowing exactly where he stands this early in his career. So I know he is absolutely giving it just a little extra tonight.
Sam, you made mention earlier of this quite possibly being his biggest test to date. This could end up being one of the biggest matches of his whole career moving forward. This is a test. Gio needs to win this match.
100%. He could be looking back at this night 15 years from now in the same position that Austin Aries is in.
One lone night against Samoa Joe. Austin Aries was a star forever. This could be Gio's night.
And he's climbing up to the top rope, but Austin Aries' experience coming into play here, using the ropes to cut Gio back down to size.
No pun intended. Oh, what a drop kick.
Just pinpoint on that running drop kick. A lot of people get up ahead of steam, and when they throw that drop kick, their aim just gets a little off. Aries was right on the mark.
Oh, what a knee right to the throat. We were mentioning earlier about shortcuts, Paul, that leap that Aries took on the rope. Would you consider that a shortcut, or is that just part of the strategy?
No, it was on the level. He was admonished by the referee, but it was not against the rules because it's not like he hit Gio low himself. He just bounced off the ropes, and Gio happened to be there. He knew what he was doing. But no, I honestly don't think that was a shortcut.
There's an arm wrench there by Austin Aries, once again using the rope. It looks like there's blood in the water. It seems Austin Aries has put a bullseye on the left arm of Gio Galvano. Pick a body part, tear it apart, and there it is. Aries is a ring general. He's using the ring as a tag team partner right now.
This is another kind of genius thing about Aries, is that now, despite the fact that he's so precise in his offense, can utilize speed and technique so well, he's now slowing the pace down. He's letting Galvano really feel every blow he throws his way, and he's letting him really think about it.
Variation of the chicken wing being applied now by Aries. Good ring positioning right in the middle. Oh, what a push back there. Oh, an elbow from Gio. Trying to fight out. Oh, cross body. Will that be enough? And two.
Oh, Austin Aries with a stiff clothesline to Gio Galvano. Goes for the cover.
Oh, look at that pin. That pin. The forearm across the face of Gio Galvano.
That's why Aries is such an experienced, world-traveled, and successful veteran. Those small little things, putting the forearm across the face, the way he takes that elbow and goes from 12 to 6 as opposed to throwing it forward. All those small things add up.
Absolutely. Austin Aries has always been a man that kind of walked to the beat of his own drum.
Oh, boy.
We've seen this before from Austin Aries. An aggressive move there. And down goes the champ. Now Aries jaw-jacking with the audience here. There goes Galvano trying to get to his feet. The champion's title is at stake. What a chop!
I think that Aries is really putting Galvano to the test by not only, doing that physical onslaught in the ring, but bringing him outside of the ring, an area where more physical damage can be caused by the apron.
Yeah, he's testing the toughness of the young man. Absolutely. Doing a little bit of everything, a little fighting, a little wrestling, a little brawling.
Is Gio willing to use the same tactics? That's what we'll have to see as this match continues to elapse.
Aries remaining in control. Now there he goes, the old classic ask him.
Yeah, and Aries knows he's going to say no. Aries knows he's not going to give up, but this is the veteran tactics of the psychological game and getting in Gio's head to try to make him think that he wants to break and eventually maybe breaking him.
Absolutely, getting into the head of the young man. There goes Austin Aries, Gio fighting out now. Referee.
Oh!
The referee almost became a part of the action. Kick out. There he goes again, back to the outside. Aries taking in all of the lure from the GSW faithful here tonight in the House of Independence of Asbury Park. Down on the ground here, Austin Aries bringing Gio back in. Can't win the championship on the outside. Oh, neck breaker on the second row.
Right about now, I'm thinking that Galvano is perhaps regretting calling out Austin Aries for this match.
Oh, no way. I think he's relishing. Let's go! He's relishing. Win or lose, we're going to see the best of Gio Galvano here tonight.
Not only did the upper back hit that rope, but Gio Galvano's head bounced on it too. Oh, look at that!
Turnabout is fair play on that.
Showing experience beyond his years with that maneuver.
More of that taking notes. He's learning.
Well, he did say he'd do what he has to do. He's taking a page out of Austin Aries' playbook right here, right now.
Oh, there you
Wow.
go.
Biting?
There you go.
Okay.
Galvano showing a different side of himself tonight. Superplex. And
I think he knows exactly how deep he has to dig, and I think that's why that animal side of him just came out. He knows that to beat a veteran like Austin Aries, he has to get wild.
Sam said it at the start of the match. Austin Aries is curious to see what Gio will do to win this match. We're finding out right now. Right hands by Galvano. He is feeling it. Oh, he's trying to hit it with those soccer kicks.
Uh-oh, could he be going for it?
Into a spinning neck breaker. The audience member caught it. A nice pump fake there by Gio. Boy, we love our fans here at GSW, boy. They're really into it now.
Yes, we do. I was sure for a moment that he'd be going for the good game off of the ropes, but it looks like he's saving that tactic.
There goes Gio, up, fireman's carry. Austin fighting for his life, trying to get out of there with elbows. Up, rolled through by Aries. Smart veteran move. Gio ducks the clothesline and Aries from a springboard. Will that be enough? Clean cold shot. Referee checking to see if Austin's even with us. Is he still at Asbury Park? We'll find out. 2. No, only a 2 count. Not enough, Paul. Not enough.
No, and he knows that he has to go even deeper than before, and he knows that Aries is going to come back with something. He just has to try to skip a step and put him out now, and that's why this knee pad, is coming down.
Oh, that's right.
He's certainly going for the good game, but Austin Aries knows this far too well from their previous tag match. Ducks out of the way, taking a moment on the outside to clear his head, but he has no time to. Gio Galvano with an over-the-top suicide dive to Austin Aries, sending him back into the ring.
Into your living room and into the front row.
And that knee pad's still down. He has to be careful,
Absolutely.
especially being this high up.
Dangerous. Bulldog! Bulldog, indeed. Gio's trying to roll him over. There he goes. He's got him, man. Oh, that rope has been
on the rope.
That rope has been influential here tonight for night 1.
It has.
And Austin Aries, veteran maneuver, finds it, doesn't exude the energy.
This is a breaking point for Gio. He cannot lose focus. He can't get frustrated.
This is where he's got to dig. Oh, Oh, he's caught. He caught the knee. Oh, and he kicks out. Well, he's going for that front chancery. There it is. Last chancery.
Boy.
Last chancery by Austin Aries. And he's got him right in the middle, Paul and
This
Sam.
is a horrendous spot for Gio Galvano to be in. It's going to take a lot of fortitude to get out of this because this is locked in tight. Those hands are gripped solid.
Sam, if he was ever going to regret anything, this might be the moment.
Wow.
And he gets what toughness, what grit from the next gen champion. Struggling to get air in there, struggling to breathe. That's what that last chancery does. It cuts off the oxygen. Oh, do we see frustration from Austin Aries now? Nice shot in the corner.
He's
Gio
realizing
fighting
he's
back.
going to have to hit Galvano a little bit harder, suplex him a little bit stronger because he's not giving up here tonight.
You can start to see the welts on Aries' body, on his left pec, on his right abdomen, the finger marks from chops and punches. This has been a war. Now they're just slugging it out. Oh, what a back elbow.
He might have caught the throat.
He is a rubber legs. Oh, into the buckle. Aries still with the wherewithal enough. Variation of the Japanese arm drag. Oh, we've seen that lurch before. A drop kick in the corner. Are we going to see the Brain Buster? Oh! There it is. That is it. It's over. 1, 2, and that is
He got his toe. His toe got on that bottom rope.
Every single world title you mentioned at the beginning of this matchup was won with that brainbuster, and tonight it might have gotten the job done, but Gio Galvano finds a way.
Gio is a quick study. He saw what Aries did earlier in the match. He's going to use his foot to get his way in this match as well.
That blow caught him in the back of the head.
Oh! Gina Monty!
Sheeta is down.
Hey.
Wait, what's he
I
doing?
think we need another round.
Come on, Austin. Come on, not like this.
What is he
Oh,
up to?
don't-
Wait a second. That's the next gen championship title belt he's got. Sammy should have stopped him.
I'm not stopping Austin Aries.
Not like this.
Aries has got the title belt. The
This isn't the
referee
way.
is down. Oh, wait, Gio fighting back. What is happening right now? There's no referee. Gio's, wait, no, you don't have to do that, Gio. You're better than that.
Oh.
You don't have to do it.
This is a real crossroads moment for him.
Well,
I don't think he should do it, but
Well, Aries wanted to see, does he have what it takes to win? The referee's getting up.
Gina Monty coming to, taking the next gen belt from Gio Galvano, whose back is turned to Aries, who just low-blowed Galvano without the referee seeing.
No.
Oh, and a kick out. Holy Toledo. Aries just warbled his marbles, and Gio still found the way out.
I don't know anything about that, but that's a really painful thing to receive.
I can vouch for it. It's painful.
Hey.
Oh, get your hands up, Gina Monty. She's precious.
Oh, come on.
This is uncalled for behavior.
Wait.
Did he just deliver a low blow of his own?
Turnabout is fair play.
Absolutely.
Oh, delivering a good game to Austin Aries.
2 and 3.
It's over.
There's your winner and still GSW Next Gen Champion, Gio Galvano.
Wow.
Gio Galvano purposely put the division on his back and said, I want to face the best. He took every swing and arrow that Aries had, and Gio walks away the winner tonight.
You know, I never really thought about it in these terms, but I really feel like if Gio Galvano wanted to show that he is the next generation, he had to beat the man who in many ways defined a generation in Austin Aries. and he went in there, and I thought he had lost this match at least 4 or 5 different times. But man, he stands tall, and he should be so proud of himself.
Oh wait, Aries has got words for us.
Come right here. Come right here. Gio, let's make this very clear. You did not win this title here tonight. You did not win this match here tonight.
We got a 1, 2, 3.
You earned it.
Oh, look at that.
Austin Aries giving credit where credit is due.
People can think and say what they want about Austin Aries, but the words that come out of my mouth are the truth, whether people like it or they don't. Tonight, Gio, you wanted to go to class. You wanted to be taught a lesson.
That's what he said.
Well, congratulations. You passed the test. Not with an A+, with an A double score. I have respect for you because I didn't think you would do anything that you had to win. But you know what you did? You proved me wrong, and you beat me at my own game. And I'm man enough to admit it. So you carry that championship with pride because you earned it. I know I'm a bit of a polarizing figure, but I think we can all admit, whether you like me or you don't like me, I'm pretty damn good in this wrestling ring.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I only say that because I've dedicated my life to this with passion and hard work and determination. And you see, I have to be quite honest, for the better part of my career, I've worked very, very, very hard to make all of you hate me. And I have to say, maybe it's worked even better than I wanted to. So from here on out, I just want you people to know that I'm not going to work for you to hate me. I'm not going to work for you to love me. But I'm going to get a chance for you all to understand me. So I'll be here tomorrow night. Come talk to me. Come get to know the real Austin Aries, the man behind the man that steps in this ring and gives you all every single night. And with that, Gio Galvano, I'm going to do the right thing and leave this ring for you, the victor and the champion.
Well said by the veteran. Turning over a new leaf is Austin Aries.
You could never take away anything he's ever done in the ring. And the fact that Gio Galvano was able to overcome that, like Austin Aries said, beat him at his own game at this early stage in his career, the future is so bright.
And the audience chanting they want a part 2 to this match.
What a match tonight from Gio Galvano and Austin Aries.
I challenged Austin Aries to a one-on-one match. I knew it was going to be the biggest match of my career. I didn't know if he was going to say yes or not, but he did. So for that, Austin Aries, for this opportunity, I say thank you.
Great job, Gio! Great job, Gio!
And this moment right here, right now, in this ring, it's the best moment in my short career so far. And each and every single one of you here are a part of it. And for that, I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you.
We love your hair, Gio.
We love you!
On behalf of GSW, and on behalf of the next generation of this sport, Gio Galvano's here. And tomorrow night, I have a challenger, and his name is Yo-Ya. God damn, if I can beat Austin Aries, and there's no reason why I can't beat you, Yo-Yo. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you.
Well, guys, I was going to ask the question after a win like this, what can be next for the Next Gen champion? He's wasting no time. Him and Yo-Yo tomorrow night right back here.
Absolutely. Yo-Yo is someone who's been making waves all over the country, particularly in the Northeast and here at GSW High Voltage the last few tapings. So we'll see if Gio Galvano can put his money where his mouth is. He has the respect of the crowd, he has the respect of GSW, and he has the respect of Austin Aries. Can he get the respect of Yo-Yo?
Let's see.
The following contest is a GSW Global Cup semifinal matchup to crown the first GSW Women's Champion. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, she is AK-47, Allison Kay.
Our second semifinal match here tonight, we already have one half of the answer. Masha Slamovich won her semifinal. She's in the main event. Tonight, right now, Allison Kay, Vicious Vicky, who's going to take one step closer to a championship?
Well, I think that Allison Kay is coming here confident as ever. This past year, she's been on a tear, competing in tournament after tournament, getting victory after victory. And she also has a 10-year advantage on Vicious Vicky in terms of experience. So my pick to win is going to be Allison Kay tonight. But what are your thoughts, AJ, Paul, whomever?
This is a pick'em to me. I really can't look at this objectively and think, all right, one person's better than the other.
She is representing all of New Jersey by Vicious Vicky.
Even though there's an experience disparity here, Vicious Vicky does have one thing in common with Allison Kay, and these are two spicy meatballs right here, okay? You know Vicious Vicky's Italian, so I gotta put in the Italy pie.
Absolutely. Hey, look, there's a disparity in experience, only really, if you think about it, in years. Vicious Vicky has the home field advantage. This is, quote unquote, her house. She's been racking up championships all around the Garden State. She's one win away from doing it again. We just said a second ago that Gio Galvano has won the match of his life against Aries. Tonight, Vicious Vicky has an opportunity to do the same. If she can knock off Allison Kay here tonight, she's going to be a heck of a problem for Masha Slamovich. And as far as picks go, I'll tell you this. Allison Kay and Han at the last show was the show opener, and it set the tone for this entire tournament. Here we go. Vicious Vicky and Allison Kay in the semifinal matchup to get one step closer to becoming the first ever GSW Women's Champion. Oh, using those forearms in the corner. We're seeing some aggression early.
And sending a message early too. It's always the mental game of professional wrestling, and you talk about what a beating someone takes physically, but it's the mental aspect of whether or not they can push through that. So to be able to get into someone's mind this early, if you can do that, like Allison's trying to do here, I think it could pay off long term for her.
Yeah, Allison Kay fancies herself a technician.
Like right there, you gave her a noogie. That's not going to be an effective technical maneuver.
Oh no.
But you're really going to get into the head of your opponent.
Oh, there you go. She's in her state. There we go. Head scissors take over. Allison finds herself to the corner with a Vicious Vicky drop kick. There's the momentum gathering. Clothesline by Vicky. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. A little early in the matchup for this to be the end. This global tournament
we go, a clothesline in the corner by Vicky. This tournament as a whole has been absolutely amazing, and we are inching ever so closely to the end. There is an Irish whip by Vicky again. Allison Kay in defense. Sam, are we seeing a different side of Vicious Vicky during the course of this matchup? She hasn't been as aggressive. Oh, her arm is caught. She hasn't been as aggressive as we normally see her. Are we seeing a different side of Vicious Vicky?
I think that Vicky's trying to be a little more well thought out and calculated tonight, taking a bit more time to think every move through. I also think that she's not doing as much taunting as she usually would, usually jeering at the audience, taunting her opponent. She knows that this is a serious competitor, and though both of these women are undefeated here, Vicious Vicky has her work cut out for her here.
Definitely seems more locked in tonight. Allison Kay asking the audience now. Oh!
Allison Kay showing that mean streak that she has in her.
Yeah. I just heard air leave lungs. She's going for it again. She's got her held down. Paul, is Allison wasting time here?
She definitely wasted time there and paid for it with that chop. The question I had to jump on Sam's point is maybe Vicious Vicky is overthinking things, and when you overthink things, that's really when you start making mistakes. But this is the Vicky we are used to, and she is not making any mistakes right now.
Yeah, the overthinking might have led to her being a little less vicious than normal, but we're starting to see it come out now. Oh, wait a second.
She has the microphone cord.
Wait a second.
Oh, come on.
Referee, do something. Allison doesn't want to throw the mic. And here comes Allison Kay now. But what was all that with the microphone cord?
It was just an opportunity. It was literally right in front of her as she fell down. And let's call it what it is. She's kind of a low-key maniac. So she takes the thing that is in front of her and uses it as a weapon.
It's so funny. We were just talking at Catalyst when Allison Kay and Hyon had their matchup. What a wrestling clinic it was. It appears Allison's strategy was to out-vicious the vicious one here tonight. She's showing a cold, mean streak, and now she's got that armbar locked in.
Well, in that respect, Allison Kay has been being vicious for 13 years here in the wrestling industry. So she was the predecessor of Vicious Vicky in that sense.
Paul, when that hand clamps, when that hand tightens, is that more pressure on the shoulder or the face?
A lot more pressure on the face, but she was pushing Vicky's head into her bicep, so it was almost like this vice grip that she had on her, but Vicky sensed the danger very quickly and got out of there.
Smart move by Vicious Vicky, floating over now, sunset flip, 1, 2. Nice clap out there by Allison Kay. Vicious Vicky executed a wonderful sunset flip. Allison Kay hooks the legs. Notice that Vicky did not hook the arms with the leg. That might have been a missed opportunity there.
And is Kay possibly going to lock in the Kimura? I don't know if Vicky's going to allow her to.
Vicky getting up to a vertical base, or at least attempting to here. But the thing about the inexperience of Vicious Vicky is that it seems like she lets the adrenaline rushes get to the best of her while Allison Kay's just so calm and collected.
That experience.
Yeah.
I mean, that been there, done that attitude. Vicious Vicky knows she's got the talent, knows she's got the skill. The only knock that you can possibly have, and it's nitpicking, not a lot of experience under the brightest of lights. This is an opportunity here, a big win here for Vicious Vicky could send her on that path.
And the way Allison Kay took her shin bone and placed it across the neck on that pinfall attempt just a couple of seconds ago. She's wearing a boot, yes, but putting that weight down with the shin bone, even with that very, very little bit of padding, I mean, that is just adding up. It's all adding up.
Oh, it's all going to add up toward the end, of course. Oh, nice air flip back. More shortcuts, though, grabbing a whole head of hair there.
See, that's something that Kay doesn't want to do. She doesn't want to get caught up in being on top. She has to stay on top. She has to stay focused in order to do that.
Sam, you got to know that Masha's watching this matchup closely. Who do you think she's looking forward to the most? I know in the ring she told you that it's not over with Allison Kay.
do you think she's kind of overlooking Vicious Vicky a little bit as well?
I don't necessarily think that Masha is overlooking Vicky. However, I do think that there's a more storied history with Kay. And perhaps they have some business that's unsettled that she wants to take what's hers at the Global Cup. But Allison Kay also, I'm sure, listened to that interview earlier and didn't like what was said about her. Masha Slamovich ushering an expletive about Kay, and no lady likes to be cursed about.
No, she does not. Vicious Vicky finds herself in a tough position here.
Straight jacket hold being applied by Allison Kay, but Vicious Vicky is looking to work out of it.
Ooh.
Giving her a
The dreaded
jawbreaker.
Mongolians. There's now a crossbody attempt there by Vicious Vicky. Hey! With a body slam. 2. Nope, not enough there. Allison Kay is in the driver's seat, and Vicky is looking for air. She's in a lot of trouble right now, and Allison Kay has no problem bending whatever she needs to bend, squeezing whatever she needs to squeeze. Battering to the ribs. Look at those shots to the ribs. Can you hear that? Jeez. There's Allison Kay. Pinkies up. I was asking you at the beginning of this, and now I kind of have to come back to it. That experience advantage of Allison Kay now really starting to show his face here. Vicky is in a lot of trouble.
It seems like every time Vicky tries to get some momentum going, Allison Kay is the coolest person in the room. It's like she's sitting and watching from a distance and seeing herself and being able to react appropriately every time. Vicky just can't find a way back in this.
Oh, there's a back elbow attempt there by Vicky, doing the best she can to stay alive. There's a chop, and another chop to Allison Kay. She is just fighting to stay alive here, and there's a forearm response.
Nope, didn't get all, lost the grip.
Definitely lost the grip there. Now Allison Kay is gonna bend, is gonna squeeze.
And she lost her grip, and somehow Allison Kay ended up slipping backwards herself. It was almost like it worked, but nonetheless, Allison Kay gets back on top of Vicious Vicky, and again, it's that story being told over and over, the fact that Vicky just cannot make any headway here.
I challenged the slip. Throughout the course of this matchup, Allison Kay has pretty much been dominant when it came to the ground game. Once Vicky lost that grip, who are we to say that Allison didn't drop on purpose? Just to lure her in, because it went right back to the ground game, the armbar right after.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just assuming, I'm not entirely sure, but if I'm Allison Kay, yeah, as much time on the mat as I can spend. She clearly is the dominant when it came to that. There's a belly hook there by Vicky, trying to keep the momentum going. Oh, and there is a bulldog there by Vicky. Arm hook, leg hooked. Oh, only a 2. Referee states 2. Was in good position, saw those shoulders.
And I don't know if you guys agree with this or not, but usually a competitor tries to get into the other one's head, and it ends up not working most of the time. But I really feel like she's in Vicky's head, because Vicky is just so hesitant out there to go full force, because she's just afraid of what Allison's going to do to counter.
Not seeing a whole lot of the usual vivaciousness. We're seeing where she's trying to go move for move with one of the best in the world. I respect her for it. I don't know if it's playing to her strengths. Here we go, rolled over through. Vicky is showing tremendous heart here tonight. She has been all competitive. And now Allison sends her to the outside.
After receiving that big D lariat, I don't think that Vicious Vicky knows where she's out here on the outside.
Smart move for Vicky to be on the outside right now. Now Vicky was trying to get as much air in as she could. There it is, trying to catch her now. And schoolgirl, 1, 2. High angle, but not enough. Now Vicious Vicky, into a DDT.
Didn't get the full force going backwards, but at this point, Vicky will take anything she can get.
Anything she can get. W is a W. We'll try her luck out here on the top rope. Oh, and there's a frog splash. Will that be enough for Vicky? No. Allison Kay kicks out. A hair away from Vicious Vicky, moving on to the finals.
Vicky going to great lengths to potentially ensure the victory here. I don't see Vicky going to the top rope very often, so it just shows the dire straits that she's in to win.
Looks like she was going for that garden slave heart leg.
Oh, but Kay has it locked in. The Kay Mora Trap House. The Kay Mora Trap House has been locked in.
It's over. Allison Kay. Paul, not much of a shock with a submission victory by Allison Kay, but she had her work cut out for her.
She was working toward it the entire match. I mean, if you go back from the beginning, she had that Kay Mora in mind the entire time. It was just a matter of slipping through Vicious Vicky's defenses and getting to it, and she did.
Allison Kay, congratulations on your win. You move on to night 2 of the Global Festival and the finals of the Women's Global Cup against Masha Slamovich, who had some harsh words for you earlier tonight. What are your thoughts moving into the finals?
Masha can say whatever she wants. I already knew I was going to be in the finals. Now I'm going to be in the finals to slam a bitch. That's what I'm going to do. I don't care about Masha.
Oh, what's happening now?
Come on!
Masha must have been waiting in the wings. Sam, get out of there.
Come on. We do not need this.
Look at these two
We need
right
security
here.
in here.
What animals. The intensity.
Come on, guys.
Oh, I had to get out of there real quick or I was going to get my head chopped
You
off.
are very lucky.
Masha just
Masha
put down
Slamovich.
security.
Well, security goes down.
We now have 4 security guards in the ring, and they cannot hold back these ladies. The crowd chanting, "Let them fight." Well, they will have to wait until night 2 of the Global Festival tomorrow when these 2 women face off one-on-one. Look
It's
at these
a demolition
guys.
derby of bodies. Oh, there we go. Spin around. Oh!
Death Valley Driver.
Hooks the leg. Will that be enough?
Oh! And again, but going for the roll-up.
He got him with that. And he beats Chris Dickinson.
What is this?
Wait a second.
Someone has entered the fray here.
Hashtag MCM and Big Ben.
And look who it is. Mr. May, Stephen Macklin.
What is all this? What is happening?
Alex, you're the GSW heavyweight champion.
Oh my God! Macklin just put him out.
You're world renowned, you're world traveled, but you've been doing the same old shit over and over again. The same old shit. And you make it that much easier to study because I can see every move you make from a mile away.
Macklin just put him out.
I'm a stone. You will see Mr. Mayhem, Steve Macklin, for the GSW World Heavyweight title.
All right, Macklin, I'm at the gym. I'm training. I'm doing the same shit that I always do. The same shit I've been doing for years. You jumped me at GSW. But here's the thing. When we're in the ring together, when that bell rings, you don't have backup. You don't have any friends to help you. It's just you and me.
And come August 20th, it's Mr. Same Old Shit versus Mr. Mayhem himself.
The shortcuts, like jumping me for an opportunity in my championship, I'm not sure how well that's going to stack up against the years and years of what I've been doing. The same old shit. Training my ass off. Proving myself to be one of the best. The same old shit that saw me successfully defend against Austin Aries. The same old shit that saw me successfully defend against Chris Dickinson. It's the same old shit that's gonna see me whoop your ass.
It's gonna be tag 'em, bag 'em, mayhem for all, and you are looking at the new GSW heavyweight champion, Steve Macklin.
Asbury Park. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the GSW World Championship.
GSW World Championship on the line here. Alexander Hammerstone defending his championship against Mr. Mayhem himself, Steve Macklin. Macklin arrived on the scene at Catalyst and made one hell of a statement. Not just for himself, but for anyone who's looking to catch the eye of the champ. But tonight, he's got to back it up.
Well, Macklin coming with reinforcements as well. So this is going to be a very, very interesting match with the title on the line. Everything at stake tonight for Steve Macklin and Alexander Hammerstone.
Yes, and he comes accompanied to the ring by Chris Mojo and Big Trouble Ben Bishop, along with their manager, Skip Valentine, looking very shiny in his spacesuit, tracksuit, something like that.
Let's just call it what it is. He's kind of a creep, and I'm not sure why Macklin has decided to really join forces with this man, but he's in there going for the world title, so what do I know?
Of course, the man that pulls all the strings, the in vogue rogue himself, Skip Valentine. He's the one who's corralled this wonderful assortment of talent we see in the ring. There's some horses in that ring right now. Hammerstone is walking into a trap, and I don't think he cares one bit.
The man just sees gold wherever he goes, whether it be here in GSW, of course, Major League Wrestling as well. But that is all out the window because the title is on the line and he is outmanned, maybe outdone, but if there is anyone who can overcome the odds, it is the heavyweight champion.
Alexander Hammerstone doesn't know how to lose a championship. This guy always finds a way. Oh man, here we go. Big fight hype right here. Alexander Hammerstone, Steve Macklin, one-on-one.
Introducing first the challenger to my right. From Rutherford, New Jersey, and weighing in at 230 pounds, he is Mr. Mayhem, Steve Macklin!
He said no shenanigans.
And to my left, from Phoenix, Arizona, and weighing in at 266 pounds, he is your current GSW World Champion, Alex Hammerstone!
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Alex Hammerstone coming in here, defending the heavyweight championship against Steve Macklin. This just has Hoss Fight written all over it.
Absolutely. Our inaugural event, Alexander Hammerstone would win the championship competing against Austin Aries. He would successfully defend against Dickinson. He is on a roll. Here we go. Steve Macklin, Alexander Hammerstone, the main event of Global Festival Night 1. Here we go, jockeying for position early. Hammerstone has a championship on the line, but I can't help but think maybe a little revenge on the mind as well. Nice hook over there, only a 2 count. Sam, you was sitting right next to me when we called this action, him and Dickinson having one hell of a fight. And all that commotion, all that went down between Skip Valentine, Big Ben, MCM, all these guys come out, they all took their turns. What were your thoughts when that whole thing went down?
I thought they hijacked the end of the show.
That surprised everybody. Surprised absolutely everybody.
including Steve Maclin's debut.
Yes, but Hammerstone has had to face a bunch of competitors here, defeating Austin Aries to become the inaugural champion at GSW, and then having Chris Dickinson call him out right after that. So perhaps this is just going to be a pattern for Hammerstone. Who knows if someone's going to come out after this match?
Available exclusively on YouTube, the GSW High Voltage Series. Alexander Hammerstone and Gio Galvano in the past has also happened. So I left out during my little rundown another competitor that's had an opportunity at Hammerstone. Hammerstone, like I said earlier, does not know how to lose a championship. This guy is just dripped in gold. A top-level athlete, both of these individuals.
Yeah, I said this was going to be a hoss fight, but that is not to take away from the technical prowess and ability that both these men have. Alexander Hammerstone proudly representing the Phoenix area, and Steve Macklin, I mean, over the last 5, 6, 7 years, think of the names he has been under the learning tree of. William Regal, Triple H, just to name a couple. To be able to learn under such brilliant minds like that and now put it into focus on his own terms, he's a dangerous guy.
Absolutely. Starting to see these big guys move now. Oh, I hope this ring is reinforced because that's a lot of weight moving around at that speed. But Macklin, surprisingly enough, the winner of that exchange. Saw a little bit of that Regal while you were going through that. I managed to see some of that Regal influence there. Macklin being backed up and catching that heel hook on him. He's not going to give Hammerstone the opportunity to get any momentum.
We also have to keep in mind the wild card here in that match, and that's Skip Valentine, his manager, who's still on the outside. Ben Bishop and Chris Mojo have been escorted out, but Skip has chosen to stay. So who knows what role he might play here tonight.
We might be able to give Macklin a little credit for sending his boys back. Obviously, the manager stayed, but I'll give him the credit. He told Hammerstone during the introductions, no shenanigans. It's going to be a straight-up match. I'm going to try to take that title from you. And now here we go again.
And hey, sometimes you've got to make big moves to make big action happen. You know, his ambush of Hammerstone at Catalyst is what led to this match. So more power to Macklin.
Not a lot of people would be willing to go in there and try a test of strength in a Roman knuckle lock battle with Alexander Hammerstone, but Macklin holding his own there.
Not too long ago, Alexander Hammerstone cut a promo letting the whole world, same old stuff, in the gym working out. Macklin called him predictable because of it. Paul, do you think Macklin has his number here tonight? Do we get a new champion?
I mean, I think he has his number, but I also think, to Sam's point, Skip Valentine is going to come into play at some point. You don't dress like that and look like that and not want to get involved in some way or another. And he's shown it in the past what he's willing to do, and I just have this really sinking feeling about it. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope we get a really good competitive athletic competition here, but I have to go with the odds.
Here we go now, another momentum shift here for Macklin. Has side headlock applied. We're going to shoot off here, Hammerstone. Oh man, I don't know if you want to go spot for spot. I was just saying, I don't know if you want to go shoulder for shoulder with a guy who looks like that and can move like that. Over with a hip lock takeover. Hammerstone in great position, showcasing some of that power. Double underhook. Oh, a slam.
Steve Macklin is a thick, huge guy. To be able to get him up that flawlessly was just a sight to behold.
Pure strength. Alexander Hammerstone, he's got the size, he's got the strength, he's got the speed. This guy could do a little bit of everything, but especially in the power game.
Steve Macklin is hurting out here, but he's such a high-level athlete that he paid a little possum there, I feel like, but it's not working out as well as he thought.
Sam and I sat right here and watched Hammerstone prove that toughness at Catalyst against Dickinson. Dickinson threw the kitchen sink at Hammerstone, and Hammerstone kept powering through with no help. It's just Macklin, one-on-one. Skip Valentine looks a little antsy, a little anxious. Wonder what's going through his mind watching his guy get ran into a brick wall, apparently.
Right against the brick. I mean, that is not anywhere you want any part of your body to connect with.
And Hammerstone putting part of his body into the ring to break the count. He clearly wants to inflict more pain on the outside to Steve Macklin.
GSW World Championship still on the line. You cannot win the championship with a countout or a disqualification. If Macklin wants to walk out of this building tonight, the champion, he's going to have to beat him inside the ring.
Missed.
I think Steve Macklin is getting served a plate of chops here. Now Hammerstone will be in action, win or lose tonight. He will be in action again tomorrow night.
He just hit that post hard, real hard.
Yeah.
Referee checking up on Hammer to make sure he's okay. Giannamonti saying he's good to continue.
A lot of the other champions are defending tomorrow. Hammerstone is not. Hammerstone's in a tag match tomorrow, so he has all of his focus on this title defense here tonight. There's nothing sidetracking. There's nothing but hanging behind his head that he has to worry about. It's just Steve Macklin.
Just like Hammerstone did, Macklin broke that count. He cannot win the championship unless it's by pinfall or submission. He knows that this could be his only chance to become world champion here at GSW.
Sick sound of the flesh hitting the concrete floor.
Almost taking out the front row here, too.
Referee checking on Macklin and Hammerstone. Making sure they're okay. Our referee, Gina.
Macklin's up on his feet. Hammerstone's still struggling to get up. And guys, AJ, to your earlier point, tomorrow, night 2 of the GSW Global Festival is going to feature stupendous matches. Kay versus Macha, Davey Richards versus Josh Alexander, and Yoya versus Gio Galvano, among others.
That card for tomorrow night. But right now, Hammerstone's night 1 isn't over yet. He still has to figure out this puzzle because Macklin right now is moving. He's got the champ right where he wants him.
And we forget, yes, Macklin learned under a tremendous learning tree, but was he overlooked in the company he was at? And is this his time to prove who he is and what he truly brings to the table with a victory over Hammerstone?
Stomps to the back there by Macklin. Excellent point, because if you ask Macklin, the answer to that is yes. He definitely feels underutilized. He definitely felt underlooked. But that's why he came to GSW and went right to the top. He targeted the top man for that exact reason. He wants to prove to the world he is championship material, and he's doing it right now, beating in the midsection of the GSW champion.
And like I said, that worm, Skip Valentine, just got involved right when the referee wasn't looking. So it is already in motion. Steve Macklin wanting to forge his own path in the world of professional wrestling. He feels like getting this championship is part of that master plan, and it might be the biggest part of that master plan, and it could be coming to fruition.
Hooks the leg, and only 2.
The Olympic slam. Very well executed, but it was Alexander Hammerstone with the big-time gut check, and this is a huge gut check moment, not only for this match, but his legacy as the GSW champion.
He is the first ever GSW champion, and he is laying the foundation right now. Every time he kicks out, every move he executes, he's putting more foundation down on the legacy of the GSW World Championship. Whoever comes after him has a high bar to meet, and Steve Macklin looks to be that guy. Look at that knee right to the chest.
You gonna quit, Hammerstone? Oh, you're gonna quit!
Oh. Look at that aggression. Look at that ruthlessness. He wants to put it to Hammerstone.
A lot of rage coming out here. Macklin getting into the mind of Alexander Hammerstone, trying to get him to mentally break. But we've seen the champion come through before, and I have a feeling he's not done.
Ruthless aggression, they once called it. He is just on top of it. Underutilized and underlooked no longer. Mr. Mayhem is making his mark here tonight. No front chancery there. He's going to take him to the outside. Oh, Macklin is giving the referee a bunch of bad mouth now. Oh, taking too much time. And Sunset flip by Hammerstone, too. That is too large of a man to be moving too fast. And Macklin cuts him down.
Hammerstone was so close to getting back in the game. Thought he might have had it there, but instead Macklin showing why he's such a highly touted name for the future and especially the present.
Absolutely. Steve Macklin wanting to remind the world who he is and who he's been his whole career. This guy is tough, he is strong, and he can do it inside that ring, and he's looking to put away the champ right now. Oh!
Macklin hitting the caught in the crosshairs, and Hammerstone is certainly, or was certainly, caught in that move.
Look at that 1,000-yard stare in the eyes of Steve Macklin. He is looking right through Alexander Hammerstone. He sees that title around his waist.
Oh yeah, to him it's a foregone conclusion. Lateral press again, tried to hook the wrist. Might have been a mistake, utilizing just a lateral press and not utilizing the leg hook. Now he's going right for the face. He's going to put pressure on that upper back. Paul, after that shot to the gut and now the knee to the back, that upper body has got to be feeling it.
Oh, he's as close to a breaking point as maybe he's ever been before. And Steve Macklin clamping back, putting that knee to the back of Alexander Hammerstone, putting more unwanted pressure onto it. But somehow, Hammerstone has to dig deep with the title on the line and his legacy on the line as well.
Jawbreaker there by Alexander. Hammerstone trying to create some separation, and now Macklin will not let up. No surcease in the attack of Macklin. Oh, referee admonishing. Gotta give
doing a great job here.
Great job. I was just gonna say, gotta give her credit. Standing up for herself.
Oh, come on.
And here we go again. Here we go again.
You see why I call him a creep? Unnecessary.
Whoa, wait, Macklin is not
We have
approving.
some disagreement here.
I don't think Macklin's co-signing this help. Skip's telling him, hey, we're here to win a championship here tonight. You gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think that's how Macklin wants to win it. There's a back elbow on the clothesline, and now the big man is moving. He is steaming, he's rocking. Alexander Hammerstone again. Face buster. Standing vertical drop kick, and Macklin is in the corner.
The height he got on that drop kick, but I talked about Hammerstone's legacy. Macklin clearly thinking about his. He doesn't want to win the world title by that way. He doesn't want to.
No. He wants to beat him. He wants to earn it. Going up, head, belly-to-belly suplex. There goes the hook of the leg. Oh, only a one.
Wow.
Only a one.
And think about the strength it took this deep into the match after the relentless onslaught that Steve Macklin laid onto Alexander Hammerstone to be able to get him up that high on the overhead belly to belly.
There it is. Hip toss over the back. Sam, have you seen Alexander Hammerstone in this much trouble before?
I do not think I have. He's really
There's some more trouble for
money
him.
tonight.
Will that be enough?
Let's go, Jersey. Let's go, Macklin.
The crowd here is starting to get behind Macklin. Perhaps they're proving, or he's proving, that he has what it takes to be in an indie ring here tonight.
Bicycle kick by Hammerstone in the corner. Macklin is hanging on by a thread. Skip's trying to root his guy on here, but I don't think him and Macklin are on the same page right now.
No, this is really breaking down between the two of them, and this has really caused Hammerstone to get back into this contest.
And Skip Valentine's was urging him to do it. Whatever doing it means, perhaps there was something like a last-ditch effort that Valentine had planned.
I think Skip is willing to do whatever it takes, but I think Macklin wants to win it a particular way.
And you have to be on the same page with your manager if you're not. Oh my God! Superplex off the top rope by Hammerstone.
Almost took the foundation down from this building.
That is a big-time superplex from Hammerstone. Does not have the energy to get over and make that cover. This could have been the only chance he had. He has to try to get to his feet and put Macklin away and have the energy to make the cover.
Hammerstone rolls to the corner, trying to regain himself.
He might need to use the ropes to get up.
Oh, look at him now. Oh, they're taking their tape off. He's getting real now. This is real between Hammerstone and Macklin. They want this to end the right way. Let's see who the better man is. Hammerstone and Macklin, face to face, nose to nose. Forearm shot by the champ. A response.
Both of these behemoths unloading on each other right here.
Hammerstone's letting him know, get back to your feet. Oh, right to the face. Down to a knee.
Who's gonna throw the final blow?
Hammerstone's guy, I got more for you, kid. Come on. Let's do it. Oh, wait, got him. Shoulder suplo. What? Oh, what is that? One for Hammerstone into a backbreaker. And Hammerstone says no.
The adrenaline is flowing between the champion and the challenger.
It's Kong and Godzilla all over again. They're going to tear the House of Independence down. Go behind by Hammerstone, over the top. German suplex. Oh, that one dazed him a little bit. Hammerstone now bombs him. Sit out, powerbomb. 2, that should be it. No. And Macklin is out.
Not many people kick out of a sit-out powerbomb.
How long do we have this venue rented for? We could be here a while.
Yeah, Hammerstone really laid down that sit-out powerbomb. And now we have Skip Valentine in the ear of Steve Macklin once again as Macklin trying to forge his own path here, become the GSW champion, and do what he thinks and believes in his heart that he can do and be a great champion.
Stun gun on the ropes there. Hammerstone is dazed. Oh!
Oh, that was money.
A variation of the old Boombaye. Oh, and Macklin misses the frog splash. Notice I didn't call it the other name.
What's this?
Oh, wait.
Mucho trouble out here.
Big trouble.
This is absolutely unnecessary. These two warriors have gone to battle, and they have been so impressive. We don't need this.
Macklin told him he wants to do it on his own.
And Skip
He told him to get back. Oh,
what is
Skip.
this?
There's Skip.
Oh, no,
There's
come
Skip.
on. Oh!
Oh, he missed. He missed.
Taking power into his own hand.
Skip Valentine missed. He nailed Macklin. And now Hammerstone.
He got what
tosses.
he deserved.
Skip, wait a second. Hammerstone's got him up. Are we going to see it? Nightmare pendulum from the champ. 2, and that is it.
Here's your winner and still GSW World Champion, Alex Hammerstone!
Skip Valentine is going to have a lot of explaining to do to Steve Macklin, because it's not as if they were already on the same page. They weren't even in the same ballpark.
Absolutely not.
Forget about being on the same page, and then Skip Valentine just cost Steve Macklin the heavyweight championship.
Very probable the way this was going down, that Macklin was going down the right path. But too many distractions, too many third-party decisions.
They're going at it on the outside here.
Yeah, I would say that Macklin's relationship with Skip Valentine and his coterie is hanging by a thread after his actions here tonight. But Hammerstone remains victorious. His 3rd successful title defense here on GSW.
Hammerstone with the posing and the flexing. Another successful defense from the champ as he looked impressive here tonight.
What a night.
What a night.
And this is just night one.
Just night one, folks. We have one more night just in 24 hours. Night 2 right here again at the House of Independence for Global Festival.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the evening for Global Syndicate Wrestling Global Fest Night 1. But the party is not over. You can go upstairs right now and get tickets for the GSW After Party. Go upstairs, go to the merch table, grab a ticket. And, oh, you know what? This just in, breaking. You don't have to buy a ticket because it's free. Hang out, let's party, let's go upstairs, grab a drink, grab some merch.
See, you gotta be